Hi, I'm here today to talk to you about the North American cultural evolution of health and wellness. Now, if you've been involved in the food and beverage industry for some time, you probably know that paying attention to the health and wellness properties of your products and services is essentially a greens fee. It wasn't always that way. Perhaps if you're old enough to remember 30 or 40 years ago, when the only people who talked about health and wellness were termed health nuts, you'll know that a lot has changed. So what happened to the days when consumers were content to sit around a lot, smoke, drink, eat whatever they wanted? Well, what happened was a cultural evolution. It all started in around 1985, when the term health became very popular in mainstream circles. But health at the time was largely physically focused. Consumers were looking to dietetic sections in grocery stores, looking for low-calorie and low-fat solutions. In terms of their exercise, it was very narcissistic and focused on looking good. And so Jane Fonda, Richard Simmons, and jazzercise were really the trends to watch. Now, the American culture really shifted toward wellness in 1995. So fast forward a decade, and we have wellness emerge in the mainstream conversation. Now, wellness is more about a holistic pursuit of not only what one is eating, but what one is doing with their physical body. And so we saw consumers look more to organic foods and start experimenting with organic. And we saw that cultural institutions such as large corporations and hospitals begin wellness programs. And in terms of exercise, it became a little less narcissistic about looking good and a little more prevention-oriented about weight management to ward off a whole host of physical ills. Fast forward another decade, and we're into 2005. And here is when health and wellness emerge as a holistic lifestyle aspiration. The macro trend fresh becomes the primary driver when it comes to food and beverage choices, and consumers are experimenting more with organic foods. In terms of exercise, consumers become a lot more holistically focused, and they start to look toward Eastern type exercises such as yoga and Tai Chi so they can get the best of that mind-body balance. Fast forward even more, and we're at present day and looking toward the future. And what we see is the consumer has redefined balance to mean quality of life and bring the playful and enjoyment aspects back into their wellness lifestyle. So no longer is it about restriction and denial and solely the physical body, but it's really about their emotional, mental, social, and even environmental health and well-being. And so, for instance, when it comes to food, consumers are looking toward attributes such as local, seasonal, and certainly fresh to contribute to their wellness goals. And then we also see the consumer look toward playful exercise, such as kickball and opportunistic things like parkour or barefoot running to keep their wellness regimens alive and well. And so what can we expect from health and wellness in the future? Well, I don't exactly have a crystal ball, but I do know that it will continue to evolve and the consumer will continue to push the boundaries of what health and wellness means. And we can only expect that it'll continue along a very playful and fun avenue.